Anyway, so I get asked out while I'm cutting this guy's hair, and I'm like, I can't, like, it's awkward. I give him my phone number, because if I'd taken his, I never would have called him. And so we go on our first date to a Mexican restaurant that's now a Verizon store.
Romance.
Yeah. And we talked, like, at dinner, and, like, I was sure that if I told him I'm Mormon, I don't believe in sex before marriage, that would have been our first and only date. For some bizarre reason that did not deter him at all. And here we are, 9 years later. So, like, I was not... Like, a lot of people, when they leave the church, it's because they found inconsistencies in, you know, the things they were taught as a kid and how things really were because, you know, the internet. And I didn't really have that. Like, I quit going to church because I was having sex with my boyfriend and felt guilty about it. Like, that's why I quit going to church.
Yeah.
And then I think I had a friend who added me. I think it was like the Mormon Stories Facebook group. It's a good podcast. I had a friend who was also an ex-Mormon, and she added me to that group, and I started finding things out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is messed up. Really? And so I kind of, I mean, it wasn't really a faith crisis for me. Like, it's been like, okay, well, you know, I didn't really believe in it, or I don't believe in it anymore, so I guess, you know, whatever. It doesn't...
So you didn't really have, like, the things piling on the shelf and, like, the traditional shelf breaking.
Right, no, I didn't really have that.
You just started dating somebody who wasn't in the church, and you were just like, well. But then, like, the stuff that breaks other people's shelves,
I found out later, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can see how that would affect your faith.
Yeah.
Like, this is my favorite story about being Mormon and trying to find technical ways around things.
Oh, God.
So did you ever meet my roommate, Aaron?
I don't think so.
Did you come to my apartment on Emma?
Once.
Okay. That was when I had a roommate.
Okay.
There. Okay.
Okay.
So, her and I, on a Sunday, we wanted Wingstop.
As you do.
As you do. And you're Mormon, and you're like, well, do we stay up till midnight? Well, Wingstop's closed at midnight, so that doesn't work. I guess we'll have to stay up till midnight and go to Taco Bell.
Wait, can you not get Wingstop on Sunday?
Well, Mormons don't do anything on Sunday besides go to church. You can't buy the things on the Sunday because you have to keep the Sabbath holy. So...
What is unholy about chicken wings?
It's making someone else work on the Sabbath.
They're doing it anyway.
That's my point, but...
Okay.
The theory is if no one bought anything on Sunday, these people would be able to go home and be with their families. So Sean brought us Wingstop.
Yes. Wait, so you can't make somebody work, but your heathen boyfriend can?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you weren't still sinning by eating the wings.
That's my favorite way around the Sabbath loophole ever.
Find a sinner to violate the Sabbath for you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything to him. Like, whatever.
True. I mean, I feel like your conscience should still be like, oh my God, I can't believe I made somebody cook chicken on a Sunday.
I was a little jaded at that point. I mean, at that point, I'd been dumped on the boardwalk.
That would wreck you. That would.
I'd been dumped by another guy who I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. He could grow no facial hair, though.
Oh.
He was adorable.
Oh.
He was so cute.
Could have been the poster child for BYU.
I mean, he was adorable. His mom was white, and his dad was Mexican. Well, I think his dad was half Mexican. But he had a nice, darker complexion. Gorgeous blue eyes. Ooh. Gorgeous.
Ooh.
He was only like 5'4", though.
I'm 5'4".
I'm 5'2".
Well,
so, I mean, he was taller than
you
me. He might have been, I mean, he probably said he was 5'6". I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I've never kissed a girl, but I imagine that's what it's like, kissing him, because he had no facial hair.
Yeah, I've definitely never kissed a girl.
No, you haven't.
I have not kissed more girls than men.
No, Definitely not that. No. No.
Nope.
So, I really thought that one that I was going to spend the rest of my life with him, and it didn't work out. And he was such a nice guy. He thought we could be friends. It doesn't work like that. You can't. I mean, maybe eventually. Not right off. And, there was a singles word activity going to a baseball game. Sally hates baseball. You should know this. No, baseball's awful. Don't want to watch it. Don't want to play it. It's not better live than it is on TV. I feel like it might actually be worse live than it is on TV. So we were at this baseball game, and mind you, I'm really white. I sunburn in about 15 minutes flat. Like, I will get a sunburn. So we go, and of course, the group seats are in the cheap seats that aren't covered, that are basically concrete bleachers.
Yeah.
And, like, this is not comfortable. I feel myself getting a sunburn. I look down, and at this point, I was, like, 22. And I think he was a little younger than me. Maybe I was 23. I don't know. I might have been 20. Well, no, I was 24, because it was, like, 6 months before I met Sean. So I was, like, 24. And I look down, and he's sitting there flirting with this girl who's the same age as my sister. So 18. 18.
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm out. So I told the people that had ridden with me, because I always, like, when we had singles activities far away, I drove. And I always told the people, I said, if you get in my car, you're leaving when I leave, or you're finding a different ride home, because I'm not hanging out because you want to hang out. Yeah. If I'm done, I'm done. So I was like, yeah, I'm out, and I leave. And he texts me, and he's like, well, why'd you leave? And I'm like, I don't remember what he said, but it was good. It was like, I don't find it enjoyable to watch you flirt with 18-year-olds. Like, why would I stay to watch that? Yeah. And he's like, we're just friends.
Sure.
They were dating a week later.
Oh,
and
weird.
Now they're married. Now they have 3 kids.
Shut up.
We can Facebook stalk later if you like. I think they have 3 children. And she has a 5 head, but that's not important. I'm sorry. So, when I was still going to church after that, but, like, I wasn't comfortable because I had to watch him and her. Like,
oh, yeah.
It wasn't fun. Like, I cared about him, and I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with him, and
nope.
No, I was too old.
Yeah. 24. Ew.
Yeah, I know. Dried up. Old raisin.
Pretty much. I mean, I guess by Mormon standards, yeah, you're not 18 or 19. Which I think for a lot of people is too young to get married. Oh, did I say it out loud? Oh, no.
Yeah. When I was, like, 19, like, I would hang out and make out with this guy who was, like, late 20s. We can talk about non-committal makeout later. Oh. He really was a good guy. He really was. He was a little OCD, which was hilarious.
Nice.
He would, he had a rug with, like, fringe, and he would, like...
Straighten it?
Yes. I mean, I never saw him do this, but he'd tell you. And, like, his remotes had to be on the coffee table in a specific order. And, of course, he was older, so, like, he had his shit together and owned a house.
Yeah.
I could walk you by that house, actually.
That's funny.
Anyway.
That's funny.
He's a good kisser.
Small towns are hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. He's also married and has a couple kids now.
Of course.
He married a doctor, though. I mean, he...
Yeah. So, you were like firmly like, yay, Mormon God, I believe this with my whole soul.
I mean,
or...
I think I believed it because I didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I never really questioned it.
But did you have like the joy of the Holy Spirit? Like,
I thought I felt the Spirit, but like, I've also, seen Holocaust movies that have made me feel the same thing. So, like...
Yeah, how much of it is suggestion versus...
Well, and then if you have an experience that's supposed to be a spiritual experience and you don't feel anything, you're like, oh no, what did I do?
Yeah.
Like, I let that guy touch my boobs. Is that why I'm here and I can't feel the spirit?
Yes. Yes, that's why.
Because the guy I met on MySpace filled my boobs?
Yes. Yes, that's what God cares about.
He lived in that, remember that campground that was down at the end of Sherman?
Yeah. Alright.
That's where he lived. I mean, he lived in a trailer. He didn't live in a tent.
Well, my mental image is way cooler than that, so. Alright.
Yeah.
The tent was yellow in my mind. I don't know why.
I mean, it was an older trailer, so it was like yellowish. It was orangish anyway. But like, how messed up is that you can't enjoy something that should be a spiritual experience because someone touched your boobs? I didn't ask him to touch my boobs.
Yeah, no.
I don't even think I wanted him to touch my boobs.
But he did it, and it's your fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you were
Mormon guilt is real.
Happy relationships, so you're just like, stop going to church, don't care, and
Yeah.
then...
Yeah, pretty much. My mom sent the missionaries to my house. That didn't go over.
And then the whole Sam Young thing happened, and you were just like tagging
well, and
out.
like that was like, I mean, my mom sent the missionaries to my house when I was like a year or two out of the church. Like, I still like, I hate to admit this, but like, I really still kind of believed in it for a long time. But I was like, well, I'm not living it, so
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was like, wait a second, if this person who's a good person finds fault with the practice of the church, we're going to excommunicate him when he wants to protect children. And at that point, like, I had like read some things and was like, oh yeah, this is all made up. Someone had the good shrooms and made it all up.
Somebody had something. Then you went to the most magical website there is.
Quitmormon.com, who I also think should sponsor us and give us coffee mugs.
That's just quick and easy, like you type in...
Well, so it used to be quick and easy. The Mormon Church has made it difficult. So
of course they have.
Originally, the attorney who runs quitmormon.com, whose name I can't think of at the moment, who I'm sure deserves credit, but I can't remember his name. I know it's a he.
I'll find him and put him right here.
So when I used quitmormon.com, you literally filled out a thing and said you wanted to not be a member of the church anymore, and he'd draft a legal letter, because that's what attorneys do. They draft legal documents.
And in the Mormon church, you need a legal document
Apparently. Or the missionaries will hound you for the rest of your ever-loving life.
Oh.
So I did that. He drafted the letter. I got a letter back. It's saved on my phone somewhere with church letterhead saying that, we've received your client's request and her name has been removed from the records of the church. And well, now, so then it was after that, because I'm sure a bunch of people resigned when they excommunicated Sam Young.
When was that? A year ago?
I think it was like 2 years ago. I think it was 2017.